Hi y'all, I'm Allison. Time to set up my June TBR. Now, based on my past experience with The Sims, I'm going to try things a little different this time. And I'm going to say I am hoping for some serious, heavy-hitting books this month and a long list. Maybe by throwing that out there, my mischievous little Sims will actually give me what I'm hoping for, which is light peach reads and a short list. But let's find out what my lucky roll will be to determine which book will be a prompted mood read. And then we'll hop on over into the game. Let's try it a little differently this time. Five. So here we are at Justice's house, and Goldie is out here waiting to escort us inside. We're still over here in Oasis Springs. There goes Justice's daughter, Kimchi, and we've got Kale, and the other one is Kiwi. So if you haven't guessed, Justice grew up to be a chef, and he named his children accordingly. Oh, gourmet cooking. See, let's get in here and find out what they're going to do to me in June. I'm going to have the walls down on this one because this house is very small and cozy. Okay, there we go. This is the best I'm going to be able to do with the walls up. We're going to have to put them down after this, but I thought this way, at least you could get a look at the bookcase. So let's start with Justice. Here he is, all grown up as an elder. His children are grown and will be moving out soon. Simple, we just tell him to read something, and whatever that book is, that will become my prompt. So I hope it's something good, because we've got summer coming. Come on. And we've got, all right, this definitely works. Although I guess he's a little scared of it. Let's go see what the prompt is and grab a book. I'm almost afraid to say anything, but thank you, Justice. We're starting out really good, which makes me very nervous because I get to double up by using the buzzword for the month. And the buzzword is all. I'm pulling one that has been on my shelf forever and 5 days. And this is All the Lovely Bad Ones by Mary Downing Hahn. So we've got 2 middle graders staying at their grandmother's inn in Vermont that is reportedly haunted. It's supposed to be quite scary. So we'll check it out and find out. I do love a good middle grade. Let's go back in and see what Goldie's going to do to me. She's a roving librarian. If you haven't seen any of these before, she goes from house to house and takes the books that have been created for me. Okay, are we ready? All right, not too bad. Let's go see what our options are. Okay, Owl Crate Jr. Again, we're limiting my options, which can be a very good thing when you're having a hard time being decisive. Quite a few, but none were actually what I was particularly in the mood for until I realized this was a limited edition from Owl Crate and Junior, actually. It wasn't part of the monthly boxes, but it was an add-on you could get. And this is what actually spurred me to get the entire series. So I will be reading Part 3 of Cassidy Blake's by Victoria Schwab. I am so excited. I don't even know where this one is set, and I don't care. So, yay for Cassidy Blake. Back to the game. So I just love the names of the kids of this family. We got Kiwi, Kimchi, and Kale. Let me tell you, that was hard to come up with. Let's have her pick something. She will be the next house that we go to in July. Okay, we're going back to the Storygraph tab, and actually, you know what? Since we just did that last month, we're going to redraw. I meant to pull the ones that were done last month, because if you didn't know, I do have these set up on Storygraph, so if you want, you can go in and use my prompts to create your own TBR. So I like to give some variety. So since we just did that, let's get something different. We just did that one too. But that one's a little more open-ended, so we'll just go with that. I guess I wasn't as thorough as I thought when cleaning this out today. Okay, knock on wood. Things are going good so far. Kiwi. I love their names. They're just too cute. I had too much fun with this one. Wants 1, 2, 3, a number in the title. Again, I was surprised at how few I had. They're all horror based. Everything's sending me to the horror area and the thrillers and stuff. And I wanted some rom-coms. But that's how it goes. So I picked 6 of Crows. So I am finally moving on to the next duology in the Grishaverse by Lee Bardugo. And I'm excited for this one. I have no clue what to expect with it. I have managed to avoid all spoilers, so I will be going in blind. Okay, let's see what Kimchi has with her adorable mohawk. Isn't that just the coolest thing? By the way, I never dress any of my Sims, pick their hair, any of that stuff. It is all done by the game, except for my heir. So the only one I had any input on was Justice. So the game did everything else. And I love how Kimchi turned out. She is just the cutest thing ever. All right, Kimchi, let's see what you've got for us. We've got some visitors. Why not? We'll invite the neighbors in. And Kimchi just went somewhere. All right, let's see. TBR jar. That's just any old jar. I must have made that when I first set this up. So I'll have to find a creative way to find out which jar. I think I have like 5 or 6. Okay, she may be cute, but she's leaving me in a spot that could be quite precarious. To the computer. Since I am apparently a glutton for punishment, I went ahead and made up another wheel, and this one has all of my TBR jars on it. So we're going to spin and see which one I have to pull from. Oh, thank God. I was afraid I would get nonfiction. Dodged a bullet with that one. I just knew by doing this, I was tempting fate and was going to end up with a chicken. But thankfully, I got my new ones. So let's go grab the bag and see which new book I get to read. I hope it's not one, I'm not even going to, not tempting fate this time. This is one of the bags that Once Upon a Book Club present came in. So we get, there's not much room in this bag. Okay, ready? Oh, don't know if you can cover my face. Motherland. This was almost a cover buy. It caught my eye as I was walking by. Isn't that gorgeous? So we have a 30-something-year-old Rachel, who's a foodie, who agrees to move to Mumbai with her husband, who is originally from there. The mother-in-law leaves her husband after 40 years, travels 1,000 miles, and shows up on Rachel and her husband's doorstep in Mumbai, and she basically ends up moving in. Both women are strong-willed. Her husband gets called away on business, and the two are left at home to make do as well as they can. And I am really looking forward to this. This is supposed to be, I would assume they're going to bond, and I'm really excited for it. And this is also an Own Voices. The author is Puerto Rican, Jewish, Philadelphia native, living in Mumbai with her husband. So she is writing from experience, and I am here for it. Has anyone heard of this book? All right. This could be potentially our last one. Let's see what kale does to us. By the way, have you ever tasted kale? My husband juiced it one time when we first got our juicer. I swear I was drinking grass. It was disgusting. I don't recommend juicing raw kale. And let's see what kale is going to give us. Get copyright strikes if the music is on sometimes. Okay, we've got one word title and no extra books. Okay. My last one is my mood read. So The Sims were nice to me. I'm almost afraid to throw that out there in the universe because, July, but We'll worry about that when we get to it. Maybe it's because I'm filming this really early and the game isn't aware that we're doing a TBR yet. Because this is like May 14th. So, kale. Like I said, I don't recommend drinking it as a juice. It's not yummy. But it's a good prompt, one word, and I've got all month to pick which one I want because this is my prompted mood read. So I will not be pulling one off the shelf. More than likely, I'll probably take this opportunity, if possible, to either read a brand new book that I get or to continue one of my series that are ongoing. We will see how that plays out. All right, so while the Sims are doing their thing, I'll give you a little look at this house. It won't take long at all because it is quite small and cozy, but I do love the hominess of it. So obviously there is the dining room, which leads into the living area. And then back here in the corner, they've got their kitchen that looks outside. And over here, we've got a little hallway and the bedrooms. There's the 3 kids' rooms and they shared a bathroom. At the end of the hall was the master bedroom with the own bathroom. And we had a workout room. I think that was part of this challenge. They had to work out so many hours or something like that. And out back, they have this cute, beautiful little pool. Pretty straightforward home. By the way, if you do want to download any of the houses that I've ever done, my OriginID is TXAlleyCat2. I'll put that on the screen in case you want to find any of these or down in the description box. So let's say goodbye to our Sims and pick out the last of our books. We'll come back next month and be going to a Kiwi's house. She had to embrace the party life. Bye, Goldie. So the only other thing I have to pick out will be my Read Your Bookshelf. And this month we need a book on the cover, which that's a good one. I love books about books, so I should have plenty of those. All right, I finally got a summer read. The Roughest Draft. This is really giving a glare. From Once Upon a Book Club. Okay, so 3 years ago, Catherine and Nathan wrote a best-selling book together, but on the heels of their greatest success, they ended their partnership on bad terms. Never told the public why. So 3 years later, they have to collaborate on a new book together. So while they're holed up in a small motel in Florida, like they were during the first book, they have to somehow come to terms with each other while writing a romance novel. So I am here for it. Summer read. Yay. All right, that was really painless. So that was the last of my June TBR from The Sims and the last of my TBR. So I am all set for the month. So keep an eye out, and I will have my May wrap up coming up hopefully next Sunday. And that will include all the little words I'm going to hand out along with my stats. And we'll talk about any specific books in different reviews. The wrap-ups is just a rapid fire list of things. So anyway, let me know what y'all are reading, if any of these books appeal to you, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye now.